Actress Rosie Perez said on Friday on MSNBC's Deadline that if you are a true American, you do not want former President Donald Trump to win the November election. Host Nico Wallace said, "We both live in this divided America, not as an abstract thing, but in our hearts. What is your best strategy for bringing people over? Do you think that the Trump voter is more like a super fan? What are your thoughts now?" Perez said, "I think that there are MAGAs, and then there are Republicans. If we concentrate on the Republicans, we can turn them. I'm so sick and tired as well. I'm exhausted. I stopped fighting with people. I listen to people and I just let them go and go. Then I say, so here are facts." She added, "How can you stand with this man knowing the facts that I just laid out he's trying to dispel? He's trying to tell you don't believe the facts. Believe me. And if you are a true patriot, if you are a true American, you don't want this type of person in office again. How can you keep giving him a pass? How can you keep making excuses for him? Even in Hurricane Maria, people were like, that's just Trump. Really, that's just Trump. Yes, that is just Trump. That's the point. That's the point that you're missing, because the president should not act that way."
No, that's not true. It is true. These are the facts, and these are this and that. How can you stand with this man knowing that the facts that I just laid out, he's trying to dispel? He's trying to tell you, don't believe the facts, believe me. And if you are a true patriot, if you are a true American, you don't want this type of person in office again. How can you keep giving him a pass? How can you keep making excuses for him? Even in Hurricane Maria, people are like, oh, that's just Trump. Really? That's just Trump? Yes, that is just Trump. That's the point. That's the point that you're missing, you know, because a president should not act that way. You know, and so, but I do think that people are listening. I think especially after the debate. There were a couple of Republican friends of mine did actually make a comment saying, she did better than I thought.
Yeah.
And I said, because you were listening to him. He kept saying that she was unintelligent, that she was an idiot, that she was stupid, and that she was a Marxist.
Or that she was liberal.
And that she was liberal. When she said, the best thing ever, when she says, stop it, because Doug and I are both gun owners. Tim Waltz and I are both gun owners. He was like, you saw him grip the sides of the podium? I was dying. I was like, yeah, come on, girl. You know, and it's and they're like, oh my gosh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Nicole, I think that Kamala is doing that. She is reaching out to rural America. She is reaching out to red counties. And that is the first thing that she needs to do. You know, people expect for her to go to the traditional voters. No, she's going beyond that. And in her policies, papers that she has shared, like economic growth and small businesses. She's talking about rural America and underserved communities. So telling them, I see you, and I will provide the tools that will enable you to become a small business person. I am providing a tax credit for $50,000. She wants to increase business application for $1 million more, 1 million people. Businesses, and she's reaching out to those communities that have been left behind. And it's important that through the policies that we put out there, that they feel that we're talking to them.
It's so great to talk to both of you. I need you to come back, though, as we go forward. Because I do think the debate was this hinge moment, right, where things may be totally different by next week in terms of, because you're right. I mean, every time she opens her mouth, she's telling people, some for the first time, that her campaign is the one that is supported by Bernie Sanders and Dick Cheney, AOC and Liz Cheney, that her policies are the ones with the support of a broad coalition of Americans, as he's sort of crawling into, he's all the way down at the bottom of the rabbit hole, trying to find somewhere darker and scarier.
And she's expanding her base, and he's not doing anything with all the comments and the craziness.
Yes, this is true.
Rosie, so if you're tired, like I am, and exhausted by this man like I am, turn the page, move forward for democracy. democracy, move forward for freedom. I know that sounds corny, but it is true, and that's what is at stake here. So I urge everybody to please register to vote if you're not registered already, and if you are, please show up at the polls. And please let us pray for the poll workers, because what this man has been saying about what he wants to do and he wants them to be surveilled, that is scary, and it's un-American. So really just go out and make a difference.
And for the Latinos out there who live in battleground states like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Arizona, they have to come out and come out big.
You guys going to be hitting the road for?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
All right.
We did it before. We'll do it again.
All
The
right.
dynamic duel.
All right, we'd love to see you. We'll
Thank
send a
you.
truck out
Thank
to
you.
talk to you. Rosie Perez and Congresswoman Nydia Velasquez, thank you very much for being
Thank
here
you.
today. Ahead for us, Donald Trump's refusal to say that he wants Ukraine to win in the war against Russia. May it be surprising given his love and affection and affinity for Vladimir Putin, but contrast that now with an American president who's actually standing